Hello, and welcome to the Slumber Vault. Tonight, I invite you to leave behind the rush of the holiday season, to step away from the lists, the plans, and the noise, and to find a quiet sanctuary where time itself decides to rest. This is a story about the magic of pausing, about the hidden hour that exists between the seconds, waiting just for you. Before we begin, take a moment to settle into your own space. Adjust your pillows, pull the blankets up to your chin, and let your body sink down into the mattress. Unclench your jaw. Drop your shoulders away from your ears and let out a long, slow breath, releasing the day. You are safe here. The world can wait. And now, let us journey to the village and meet the Clockmaker of Christmas Eve.
Our story begins in the heart of a quaint, sleeping village. It is late on Christmas Eve, the very edge of midnight. The sky above is a deep, velvety indigo, heavy with clouds that are soft and full. Snow is falling, but it is not a storm. It is a gentle, lazy drift of large, fluffy flakes. They float down from the darkness like soft feathers, landing silently on the cobblestone streets, on the slated rooftops, and on the branches of the old oak trees. The village is quiet. Most of the windows are dark now, the families tucked away in their beds. The street lamps cast small golden pools of light on the fresh white snow. The air is crisp and cold, clean and sharp against your cheeks. But you are not staying out in the cold tonight. You are walking towards the center of the town square, where a tall, magnificent structure rises above the sleeping houses. It is the old clock tower. It stands like a guardian, solid stone and ancient brick, watching over the village dreams. High up, the great glass face of the clock glows with a warm amber light, a beacon of comfort in the wintry night. You approach the heavy oak door at the base of the tower. It is an old door, with iron hinges and a smooth brass handle that has been polished by 100 years of hands. You reach out, turn the handle, and the door opens with a heavy, solid creak. You step inside and quickly close the door behind you, shutting out the wind, shutting out the cold, and shutting out the world.
Immediately, you are wrapped in warmth. The air inside the tower is thick and cozy. It smells of wonderful old things. The scent of aged cedar wood, the sweet metallic tang of brass oil, the rich aroma of beeswax, and a hint of fresh evergreen pine. Take a deep breath in, imagining that scent filling your lungs, grounding you. Old wood, oil, and peace. And then you notice the sound. It is the most soothing sound in the world. It is the heartbeat of the tower. Tick-tock, tick-tock. But it is not just one clock. It is a symphony. As your eyes adjust to the warm, golden light, you see that the walls, from the floor all the way up into the shadows of the high ceiling, are lined with clocks. There are tall, majestic grandfather clocks standing like soldiers, their pendulums swinging with a deep, heavy rhythm. Thrum, thrum. There are intricate cuckoo clocks carved from black forest wood. There are brass mantel clocks sitting on shelves, and hundreds of silver pocket watches hanging from hooks. They are all ticking, but they are not chaotic. They are beating in perfect unison, a gentle rhythmic layering of sound, a soft clicking, a heavy thudding, a delicate whirring. Together they create a blanket of sound that feels incredibly safe.
In the center of this room, sitting at a large wooden workbench, is the Clockmaker. His name is Elias. He does not look up immediately as you enter. He is too focused on his gentle work. He is an older man, with hair white as the snow outside, and a face that holds the kindness of 1,000 quiet winters. He wears a vest that seems to shimmer slightly in the lantern light, woven with threads that sparkle like stardust. On his nose, a pair of thick spectacles reflect the golden gears he is polishing. You watch him for a moment. His movements are slow, so incredibly slow. There is no rush in his hands. He picks up a small brass gear, and with a soft velvet cloth, he buffs it. Rub, smooth, rub, smooth. He is not just fixing a machine. He is caring for the time itself. He is the guardian of moments. Elias looks up, and his eyes meet yours. They are warm and twinkling. He smiles, a slow, crinkling smile that makes you feel instantly welcome. "Welcome, traveler," he says, his voice deep and resonant like the low hum of a cello. Come in from the cold. You are just in time." He gestures with a calm hand to the space around him. He whispers, "The world outside is rushing. Everyone is running, trying to catch the time, trying to hold it." He picks up a small golden spring and examines it in the light. He says softly, "But in here, we do not chase time. In here, we tend it to it. We soothe it. We help it rest." He stands up slowly from his bench. The floorboards creak gently beneath his boots. He tells you, tonight is a special night. Tonight, the clocks are tired too. He beckons you to follow him towards a spiral staircase that winds its way up towards the great glowing face of the tower clock. "Come," he says gently, "we have work to do. We must help the village sleep." You feel a sense of heavy, pleasant drowsiness wash over you. The rhythmic ticking of the 1,000 clocks seems to sync with your own heartbeat. Tick, tock, tick, tock. You feel safe. You feel warm. And you know that whatever happens next, it will be slow and it will be peaceful.
You follow Elias towards the spiral staircase at the back of the workshop. The steps are made of wrought iron, painted a deep matte black. As you place your hand on the railing, the metal feels cool and smooth beneath your palm. "This way," Elias whispers, his voice barely louder than the ticking clocks. "Up to the heart of the tower." You begin to climb, step by step, around and around. The spiral creates a gentle rocking sensation, like being cradled in the arms of the building. With every step you take upwards, the sound of the ticking changes. Down below, it was a symphony of tiny clicks, but up here, the sound becomes deeper, heavier, more resonant. Thrum, thrum. It is the sound of the giant pendulum swinging back and forth, counting the moments of the night. You reach the top of the stairs and step out onto a wooden platform. You are now standing directly behind the great clock face. The space is magnificent. Huge beams of ancient oak crisscross the ceiling, holding up the weight of the roof. And in front of you, dominating the room, is the back of the glass dial. It is a massive circle of frosted glass, glowing with that warm amber light from the lamps outside. You can see the shadows of the falling snow on the other side of the glass, soft, gray blurs drifting past the light. But the true wonder is the machinery. Here, the gears are not small, they are giants. Enormous wheels of brass and gold, taller than a person, interlocking with perfect precision. They turn with a slow, majestic grace.
Elias walks over to the largest gear, the main wheel. He moves with a quiet reverence, as if he is approaching a sleeping creature. "The world has spun too fast this December," he murmurs softly, running a hand along a wooden beam. "Too much rushing, too much worry. The gears of the world are hot with friction." He turns to you, his eyes twinkling behind his glasses. "Tonight we apply the balm. Tonight we slow it all down." He moves to a small, velvet-lined table near the gears. There are no tools of force here, only tools of care. He picks up a large cloth woven from the softest purple velvet. It looks heavy, plush, and thick. Watch closely as he begins the ritual of cleaning. He approaches the spinning brass rim of the great wheel. He does not rush. He simply holds the velvet cloth against the warm metal. Shh. Shh. The sound of the velvet against the brass is like a long, soft exhale. You watch the wheel turn, slowly, relentlessly, beneath the cloth. Elias polishes one section, then waits. He polishes the next and waits. The motion is hypnotic, round and round, smoothing away the dust of the year, soothing the metal. Next, he sets down the cloth and picks up a small crystal bottle. It is shaped like a teardrop. Inside, a liquid glows with a faint pearlescent silver light. Lunar oil, Elias whispers, gathered from the reflection of the moon on the quietest lake on the stillest night. He uncorks the bottle, a tiny sound, pop. He holds the bottle over the central axle of the clock, the very pivot point of time. He tilts it gently. You watch, waiting for the drop. It forms slowly at the lip of the glass, a heavy silver bead of oil. It hangs there, growing heavy, defying gravity for a moment, and then drip. It falls silently onto the gears. You watch as the oil spreads, coating the metal in a shimmering layer of silence. The hum of the machinery changes instantly. It becomes deeper, softer, more fluid. The friction is gone, the struggle is gone.
And now, Elias says, his voice dropping to a hush, the key. He walks to a small alcove in the wall, hidden in the shadows. He opens a small wooden box. From inside, a soft blue light spills out, illuminating his face. He reaches in and lifts out the key of Starlight. It is not made of metal. It looks like it is carved from a piece of the night sky itself. It is dark, yet it glimmers with tiny specks of light trapped deep inside the material. As he carries it past you, you can feel a slight chill radiating from it. Cool, crisp, refreshing, like the cool side of a pillow. Elias approaches the machinery again. He is looking for a specific spot, not the main winding hole, but a smaller, hidden slot nestled deep between two golden cogs. He tells you, the gear of stillness. Most people think clocks are only for moving forward, but this clock knows how to pause. He aligns the key of Starlight with the hidden slot. He moves with absolute steadiness, no shaking, no hesitation. He inserts the key. Click. The sound is crisp, satisfying. It fits perfectly. Elias looks at you one last time, a gentle smile on his face. He whispers, "Watch the pendulum and listen." He places his hand on the bow of the key and he begins to turn. He does not turn it quickly. He turns it against the flow, slowing the tension. You hear the inner tumblers of the clock shifting. Clack, clack, clack. With every turn of his wrist, the resistance in the room seems to drop. The air feels lighter. The heavy, rhythmic thrumming of the giant pendulum begins to change. Listen to it. Thrum, thrum, thrum. The space between the beats is getting longer. The gears are still turning, but they are moving through a substance thicker than air. They are moving through honey. They are moving through sleep.
Elias turns the key one final time, a long, slow rotation. Click. He releases the key. He steps back. He takes a deep breath and exhales. The task is done. The mechanism has accepted the command. The rhythm of the tower has shifted from the pace of the day to the pace of the deep, hidden night. You stand there in the warm amber glow, listening to the new, slow heartbeat of the world, waiting to see what happens outside the window.
You stand there, bathed in the warm amber light of the clock room, and you feel the change before you even see it. The vibration in the floorboards, that steady mechanical pulse, has slowed down. It has deepened. The great pendulum swings, swoosh, and then it hangs in the air for a moment, weightless, before swinging back, swoosh. It is no longer just a clock ticking. It has become the slow, steady heartbeat of a sleeping giant. A rhythm so calm, so patient, that your own breathing instantly slows down to match it. Elias moves to the great glass face of the clock. He beckons you gently. "Come," he whispers, "come and see the stillness." You walk across the wooden floorboards. They do not creak anymore. Even the wood seems to have settled into rest. You step up to the frosted glass and look out through the clear sections of the clock face, out into the Christmas Eve night. The view takes your breath away. A moment ago, the snow was falling. But now, the magic of the key has taken hold. Outside the window, a million snowflakes are suspended in the air. They are not falling, they are hovering. Caught in the amber beam of the clock's light, they look like tiny, intricate diamonds floating in a sea of darkness. You can see the shape of them. Perfect stars of ice, delicate lace woven from water. They are absolutely still, frozen in the middle of their dance. You look past the snowflakes down to the village below. The wind, that biting cold wind that was rushing through the streets, has hushed completely. The branches of the old oak trees are still. The smoke rising from the chimneys, usually a twisting ribbon of gray, now stands straight and sculptured against the sky like a pillar of soft cloud. The whole world has paused. It is as if the village has been turned into a beautiful, intricate painting. Nothing is moving, nothing is rushing, nothing is changing. The silence is heavy, but it is not empty. It is a comfortable silence. It feels like a thick woolen blanket has been wrapped around the earth, muffling every worry, every noise, every demand. Elias stands beside you, looking out at the sleeping town with love in his eyes. "This," he says softly, "is the hidden hour." He rests his hand on the wooden frame of the window. "It is a pocket of time," he explains, "a secret space between one second and the next. While we are here, the clocks of the world do not move forward. The sun does not rise. The morning does not come. Let that truth sink into your mind. The morning does not come. You feel a sudden immense wave of relief wash over your body. A weight you didn't even know you were carrying simply dissolves. You realize deeply that you are not missing anything. The world is not moving on without you. The emails are not piling up. The lists are not growing. The sun is not racing to wake you up. Everything is waiting. Everything is on hold, just for you. You gaze out at the suspended snowflakes again. They glitter like stardust. It is beautiful. It is a sanctuary of time. Here, in this hidden hour, you have absolute permission to let go, to rest, to exist without doing. You watch the stillness outside, and you feel the stillness inside. Your thoughts, which usually race like the wind, begin to hover like the snow. They slow down. They stop spinning. They become quiet, bright, and still. Elias turns from the window gently and says, "The world is safe. The time is paused. Now it is time for you to accept this gift. It is time for you to rest."
Elias turns from the window and gently gestures toward the center of the room. There, bathed in the softest pool of amber light, is a large, high-backed armchair. It is upholstered in deep, plush velvet, the color of midnight blue. It looks incredibly soft, inviting, waiting just for you. "Rest now," Elias whispers. "The work is done." You walk slowly to the chair. Your legs feel heavy, pleasantly heavy, as if you have walked a long way to find this sanctuary. You turn and sink down into the cushions. Oh, it is wonderful. The velvet is cool against your skin, but the chair itself is warm. It seems to wrap around you, hugging you, supporting every muscle in your back, your neck, your shoulders. You settle in deeper. You pull a soft wool blanket over your lap. You let your hands rest comfortably on the armrests, and you let your eyes finally begin to close. Now, there is nothing left to see. There is only the feeling of warmth and the sound of the time slowing down. Listen to the pendulum. Thrum, thrum. It is the slowest, steadiest sound you have ever heard. It is a lullaby made of brass and wood. Let your breathing match this rhythm. Breathe in slowly, feeling the warmth of the pine and oil, and breathe out long and slow, releasing the last bit of tension from your body. Thrum, thrum. With every swing of that great golden pendulum, you feel yourself drifting deeper, deeper into the chair, deeper into the quiet, deeper into the hidden hour. You are safe here. Elias is standing watch. He guards the gear of stillness. He will keep the world paused for you. The snow will hang in the air. The wind will stay hushed. The sun will wait behind the horizon. Nothing will move until you have rested completely. You feel a profound sense of peace. Your mind is clear, your body is heavy, your heart is slow. The ticking of the smaller clocks fades away, blending into a soft, comforting hum, like the sound of a distant ocean or a gentle rain. You are floating now, floating in the amber light, floating in the space between the seconds. There is no time here. There is only rest. Deep, ancient, restorative rest. You let go of the waking world completely. You let go of the thoughts. You let go. Drifting down, safe in the tower, wrapped in the blanket of stillness. Thrum, deep, dreamless slumber.